With iPhone sales lagging, Apple is exploring a new revenue stream in the United States and China. Dan Howley joins us now from the newsroom with details. And Dan, we want to start with this new Apple Goldman Sachs credit card. Are they too late to the game?
I don't really think so. I mean, this would be something that would give you 2% cash back. You would be going through Goldman's Marcus Online Bank. And I think this is really kind of a play to, I guess, boost Apple's own payment system. In the U.S., we actually don't have as many people using mobile payments like Apple Pay as you do in, say, China. So they're not getting as much revenue as they could here in the U.S. So what they're trying to do is use this credit card to offset that the low floor that we have for the Apple payments system. So I think this is kind of a smart move for them, especially if you get 2% cash back. It could be even more if you purchase Apple devices with the card. So, I mean, it's still a little ways off, and it'll be interesting to see what the qualifications are for people. But I think if it does take off, then it might be a great way for Apple to kind of, make up for the losses or the fewer gains that they may have wanted out of Apple Pay in the U.S.
And Dan, let's stay on Apple, talk about another strategy for the company to boost sales over in China. It looks like they're looking at interest-free financing.
Yeah, they would do interest-free loans through Alipay, and this would basically be a minimum of $595 for the loan. You would pay it back over 24 months. Just to give you an idea of what that would get you, an iPhone 8 costs about $758 in China. So really, this is kind of getting at Apple's biggest issue in China, which is the price of their devices. They don't want to lower the price yet because that would take away kind of the luxury ideal that Apple, holds as a franchise. This would allow people to still get the devices at an interest-free loan, potentially boost their sales numbers, and then, obviously that would be all great for Apple because they do see a lot of sales in China, and with the lagging smartphone sales in general, it's really starting to hurt them.
Okay, thanks for that. Let's talk more about this with the panel. Apple's been talking for some time about trying to grow on the services side of the things, even though more than 60% of their revenue still comes from hardware. Is this credit card, this partnership with Goldman Sachs, is that just part of the broader strategy to try and increase revenue on that side?
Yeah, I think so. And I think this is a genius deal. I mean, you're marrying two really powerful brands. Apple, a strong consumer brand, Goldman Sachs, a strong financial services brand. And in credit cards, there's a lot of competition. And one of the business we have at LendingTree is called Credit Cards, Compare Cards. And there's a lot of different cards that come out constantly from card issuers. And it's really difficult to differentiate yourself. So this is an excellent way to do it.
I'm glad you think it's excellent. Now, convince me, because we've got Goldman Sachs. It's Marcus, I think, is there. Yeah, the bank. Who knew heard of Marcus? Right, the consumer side. Mm-hmm. But with credit cards, I mean, they are late to the game with credit cards. Perhaps they're going to have lower fees that they charge retailers. How are they going to get in so that you get me to give up my credit card and go to this?
So I actually have one of my coworkers is a credit cards experts, and I'm sure he's going to be looking into this. If you go on Credit Cards, Compare Cards, and in a couple of weeks, I think we'll have something that will convince you, or maybe not.
It's part of the idea, though, to just try and keep everybody within the Apple system.
Yeah, I mean, but both of these companies, have needs. I mean, the Goldman Marcus endeavor has not been successful, quite frankly. It hasn't. It started in 2016. They need to do some work. I think they would acknowledge that. And Apple, they need to keep growing services, yes. Apple Pay is a very interesting thing to me, Tendai, because I feel like it's on the cusp of being like a widely used consumer product. So maybe this will push it over the edge. That's a very competitive business as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Online payments, Apple Pay, Samsung Pay. A lot of people are trying to get into this digital payment space. This might be a smart way to
Could they maybe force their way in by charging a lower fee? Because remember, we just had Visa and MasterCard, I forget who it was, who's raising the fees they charge the retailers to use credit cards. Could they maybe muscle their way in by doing it cheaper?
Yeah, I mean, that's possible. And the benefits that they were sort of suggesting, I mean, they didn't look that appealing to me particularly. It was sort of like you can keep track of your purchases on the phone. I already can do that with a Chase app.
American Express does that for you already.
Exactly,
You get the
I don't know. What's your
feed
take?
out on
Yeah, and I don't know that the interchange fees is not really something that's transparent to consumers. So when consumers are making a payment, they don't think that, well, if I use my Visa, I'm getting this fee. If I use my American Express, I'm getting that fee. So I don't know that gets them momentum from the consumer side.
Can I just say one last thing about the other part of the story, which is Apple's subsidizing purchases in China. You know who's doing that? I'm subsidizing those purchases in China. I'm paying full freight for everything from Apple here in the United States. Just like the drug companies. You pay all this money here as an American and they sell it cheaper overseas because they have to.
We're going to have hearings on that next
week.
Yeah,
right. I don't think so.
Story.
They're not going to do that.